Okay people, yes, we are at Rosebury Avenue. Okay, so this is Rosebury Avenue people. This is where Mary Bastholm's house was. Basically, this is where Mary Bastholm lived. I'm not going to point out exactly the house, although I do know it. I'm just going to walk down the street, but she obviously lived in one of the houses on this street. Okay, that's as much as I will say. Obviously you can research that and it's out there. Just don't want to put it on because I don't want anyone sort of knocking on the door or anything like that. I don't know who lives there now. I don't think anything to do with I don't think it's anything to do with Mary Bastholm's now, because they've all passed away, haven't they? So I would think it would just be just a normal family house now. Really weird connection. This is the street where I grew up. The first house I ever well, was born into, if you like. Well, obviously I was born in the hospital, but the first house I went back to was on this street towards the bottom. So my god, it's been a little while since I've walked down here. Trying not to get people in shot. Trying my best to be respectful, peeps. So as you can see, just a normal street. There's nothing really abnormal about it, isn't it? It's just a normal. These are the sort of houses we grew up in. This was the houses I grew up in. It's amazing. So just having a bit of a wander, people, today, but I hope you're all well anyway. I hope you're enjoying this. Just a bit of a quiet one because, like I said, there's a few people around, so I'm trying to keep my voice down. I don't like normally sort of filming people's streets and stuff, but I think it's relevant just to sort of show you guys where Mary would have grown up, you know what I mean? And another day I will do a walk from here up to the bus stop, and then town, and I can show you again. The distance is quite close. 15 minutes, would you say, walking on your toes? Certainly to get to Bristol Road, 10 minutes? Less, more? 20 minutes. But it's walking, isn't it? Or bus. You'd have both, wouldn't you? Yeah. I personally walk it from this area, and like I said, I grew up in this area. But obviously people do get the buses in. I always call them the lazy people. I'd always walk. So that is basically Rosebury Avenue, people. What do you think? I don't know if anyone's filmed it before. There you go, you just get an idea. All the houses pretty much look the same. And I lived somewhere in one of the houses towards the bottom here. Again, I'm not going to point it out, but towards the bottom here, my first house as a baby. So pretty close, I would say. Would you not?
Yeah.
Scary. What a connection, eh, people? What a connection. There you have it. There is Rosebury Avenue, people. And again, you've just got streets upon streets of similar sort of housing and rows. It is very, very similar. Walk back up. Peace and love though, peeps. Peace and love. Rest in peace, Mary. Obviously doing this all in your memory. We've not forgotten. We're still going, aren't we, Ninja?
Yeah.
We ain't gonna stop. So not even Ninja sort of, I've not even brought Ninja up here, and sort of, I did sort of explain that this is where I grew up, didn't I? But
Yeah.
we've not actually walked down here.
Yeah.
It's scary how close my house is to Mary's house. It's like really close. That's all I'm going to say. It's really close. So, my God, I would have passed probably Mary's mum and dad's. You know, obviously I was born in the late 70s, so well before whatever happened. But obviously the family was still here, weren't they? I'd have passed them, I'd have spoke to them, mum would have spoke to them, everyone would have known them, everyone, you know what I mean? It's just that sort of community, isn't it? And people who live round here, they tend to stay round here as well. That's one thing I will say. Even if they move houses, they will still stay in the area. Yeah. Whether they move the next street along or a couple of streets along, they're here, mate. They're in this area because the community is really nice. They're nice people, salt the earth. You know.
I don't think I've actually walked round this part.
It's a decent street, isn't it?
Yeah.
And like I say, when we were growing up, it was as well. So I just remember a lot of people out here fixing their cars with the toolboxes.
Yeah.
Everyone used to, literally, as soon as it was the weekend and people were off work, they'd be getting the spanners out. And again, I think one of my uncles had a house up here as well. So again, I've got memories of being up here with the spanners on his first cars, basically fixing the brakes and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? So. Crazy people. Well, again, just a little clip. Just, you know, I just want to put as much up there as I can. I just try and make good content and content that we think will be interesting to people. And I don't think anyone's done this before. So, again, people might just be wondering, you know, because enough times in the report they've said Mary's house was close by, but they've never sort of really shown you kind of the environment of where she sort of maybe walked from. So, and that's what I want to do. I want to show you the walk that she would have done, and show you the sort of distance it would have been, and you know, the little streets and stuff like that. It's all interesting. But peace and love. Thanks for watching. Cheers, peeps.